This is the Kickback Off Air.
Yo, it's Jazzi Black. I'm super excited to be kicking back with a phenomenal man who has brought something that's really, really cool to the city. We're all about preserving Black art. We have Mr. Ollie Wheeler, who is the co-founder of the Black Canon in the building. What's up, Mr. Ollie?
What up, though, Jazzi?
How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Super excited for this weekend. We have Art of the Ages, where you are creating a space for Black artists and creatives to come together. Just talk to me a little bit about the creation of Art of the Ages and its overall mission.
Sure, absolutely. The Black Canon is an organization started by me and my sister, Alima Trapp. Mm-hmm. It all began with my father, James Wheeler. We're based out of Detroit, and he was a collector. He fell in love with Black film in the 1940s and started keeping the posters, the films, and then overall it amassed to over 40,000 different artifacts just in Black media.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking films, magazines, posters, records, got over 15,000 records. So anything that did with Black people in the media, we kept that. So Art of the Ages itself, my father passed away a couple of years ago and left his collection to me and my sister. So what we did, we started going through, we're trying to archive all these 40,000 artifacts, which is overwhelming to say the least, right? So we started the organization, and this is our first self-curated exhibit, and it takes you through each decade from 1910 through 2000, the way Blacks are portrayed in the media, the way we portrayed ourselves, using our own stuff, and the mainstream media. So it kind of tells a story of where we're at from that time to now.
Outside of them just like looking at the pieces, do you want them to feel anything?
We want them to feel things, as well as we have a QR code you can scan, so it'll give you more insight. You just don't look at the items without having any context. We want to give you that context with it, and you can see what they were trying to do, some of the obstacles that some of these artists had back in the days, trying to put their stuff out there, and just see how things transition from now. And it definitely bridges to today,
right?
Because the same things they were doing 100 years ago or 50 years ago, the artists nowadays, it's so important to preserve their work and bring that forward for the people in the future as well.
That's cool. What would you say is like the biggest challenge in like preserving all of this stuff? Like, was it going through everything? Is it organizing everything? Is it figuring out like what pieces? Because will we see all 40,000 pieces?
Absolutely not.
Some of them?
No, you will see about 40 pieces. About 40 pieces. We've only been able to archive about 3,500 so far. So we have this huge warehouse, and we're going through box after box and seeing what's in them. And sometimes we discover something that's amazing. I know there was a time where I went through a box that looked like it had trash in it, almost like receipts and paper. And at the bottom of the box was a pristine Paul Robeson record from the 1940s, right? So we have to be meticulous and go through everything, and it'll probably take us years to finish going through all the material.
Wow. And while we'll be there, there's also going to be a panel discussion that's going on. So talk to me a little bit. I'll be hosting the panel.
Awesome.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the panelists that are going to be there and how this conversation, you hope this conversation expands beyond what we're going to be doing in that space.
Yeah, so we want to make sure it's not about just the past, it's about bridging to the future. So the conversation of the panel is going to be on art, access, and autonomy, how we finance our things, having access to, financing or distribution. So we have Christian Kegler, who's a content creator, filmmaker. We have Lioness Tulane, who's also a filmmaker, just had an award-winning film called Dynasty with Lil Flip in it. And we have AI Fred, who's going to talk to us about how to license your art. He's a painter, an artist, and also has his own agency to try to distribute Black art. So each of them will have unique perspectives, and try to bridge and tell the newer artists in the next generation how to keep their art and preserve that.
That's so cool. And I know for people that are going to be coming out to the event, or maybe even just coming to see the panel, or just want to just come and be in the space and mentor and network, how can the community get involved beyond this event?
Our mission is to continue to archive, to educate, to inspire. Definitely, if you would like to, learn more about the Black Canon and the event, right? You go to our website, which is black-canon.com, C-A-N-O-N, not two N, C-A-N-O-N. You'll find out about the event. You'll find out ways you can support the Black Canon. We have scholarships. We're trying to create different exhibitions to travel around the country and hopefully the world at some point. But you'll find out much more information on our website or our socials.
And is this the first time that any of these pieces have been put on display?
This is actually the third time. We launched this in Detroit last October.
Okay, cool.
And then there was actually it's the fourth time. There were two other spots in Detroit that wanted to utilize the exhibition. An advertising agency brought us in for their Black History Month. And then there was an educational seminar that we brought our pieces out. But it's the first time it's in Dallas.
All right, first time in Dallas.
Yes, absolutely.
Go us. That's so cool. I'm just curious because, we're in the age of AI, and I'm, curious to pick your brain about how you see AI bridging that gap with technology and art.
It's very interesting. As a matter of fact, one of our panelists, Christian Kegler, he dives deep into AI. And, we had a conversation that this is why it's so important to protect the history, but with AI, it's going to create more avenues.
Right.
But you see
I'm
people,
scared of it. I'm like,
you see people deep faking Martin Luther King, showing Martin Luther King at the club and things like that, right? So we had to make sure we keep the actual history aligned because for the younger generations, that may be all they see is this deep fake AI.
Right.
So we have to make sure we keep our past intact.
There's a story that also just recently came out with Talladega College. They were recently forced to pretty much sell some of their Black art because they're just having some financial struggles. So when we talk about preserving Black excellence, how do we make sure that our institutions don't have to choose between survival and legacy?
It's very hard. We got to support our own. I mean, we know the political climate right now. We're a nonprofit organization. Plenty of the grants that supported organizations like us are gone. They're not. They don't exist with the current administration. So we have to support each other. If we don't support us, who will?
Come on.
So that's the biggest thing. So we try to. That's why it's important for us to kind of create that bridge to the youth so they understand the importance of this. Because otherwise, it can go away.
Not for real. That's why we need everybody to pull up this weekend and come see for yourself.
Yes.
If you could preserve one message or emotion in the Black canon, what would that be?
It's going to be inspiration in me. It's inspiration because to see what people accomplished in a time when they didn't have the same tools that we have or technology, and there was so much working against them to create their own Black films, all Black cast, distributed themselves. To see some of that work, I hope that inspires people now when they have a few more avenues, even though there's still things working against us, to do even better. How we represented ourselves then, how we want to continue to represent ourselves in the future.
Come and meet us. We're going to be at the Epiphany Gallery. Starts at 5. Or do the doors open at 5?
It starts at 5. Doors will be open when it starts. So it'll be there at 5. Look for tickets. I mean, there's some room at the reception on Saturday to come. That's 5 to 9. So it's going to be exciting. The panel will be around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I hope you can make it. And we got some fantastic other things. We got some food there.
There's a silent auction.
Silent auction where you can pick up.
Silent auction. What's going on?
Ooh, we got some cool stuff. We
bet.
We got some posters that we may have had some duplicates, but originals from our collection that are available in the silent auction.
Cool.
We have a signed Mavs jersey. By one of the players of Dallas Mavs in there. There's a few things. You come check it out. That's actually live on our website now. People, the bidding will end at the auction, at the event, but the auction is already live online.
That's dope. Okay, so for people that want to go and grab tickets, there's like a few more left, so you need to try to get up in there. Want to get more details, even just about how they can support the Black Canon? Where can they do that at?
They go to our website again, black-canon.com, and once you're in there, you'll see links for Art of the Ages. You click on that, and all the ticket info is right there for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Ali. We will see you this Saturday.
Thank you,
at
Jazzi.
the Epiphany Gallery.